Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video I'm going to show you the biggest single collection purchase that I've ever made. And this one is actually so big that I couldn't pay it up front, and the guy agreed that it could be made in payments, and I'm going to be sending him money, I guess, as I get it. I mean, there's just so much here, and after you guys see this video, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of offers on different things. And just know that most of this is for sale. There are some things that I'm going to add to my personal collection because it's just so unique, so rare. But there is a lot of really cool stuff here. So the first thing I'm going to start off with, this because I'm not even sure what all is in here. So I'm going to kind of zoom in or zoom out as much as I can. Pull it back. So there are several magazines in here. This right here was a freebie that he threw in that I did not include in the price. And if you look at this very first magazine here on the front, I'm not really one who normally collects this kind of thing, but it's signed by Eric Stewart, Brock, whoever Misty is, I don't know her name. And then we have Veronica Taylor, the voice of Ash. It's actually numbered down here. 6937 out of 8,000. And then there are several others in here. I don't know if those are also signed or if those are just variants. It's kind of one of those things that I would like to be left to a mystery because this very front thing is already so cool, very historic, brings back so much nostalgia for me. I mean, you've got the original Pokemon stuff here, you got Mewtwo Strikes Back, and I'm just going to stick it in my collection. I'm going to set it back. But I want to thank you so much, Sean, for handing me this. And as we move into the rest of his collection, he sent a lot of stuff. I'm not even going to be able to show all of it. I'm standing up right now, walking around my room a little bit. I'm going to read to you this note that he sent me, and then we'll go through everything. So I first want to thank you for putting such great content out there for the community. The videos you make inspire others to keep collecting and chase their dreams of completing sets and chasing their impossible to get cards. I remember when I first started collecting back when I was a young kid, my first card happened to be a Shadowless Charizard First Edition. I traded a copy of my Nintendo 64 Gold Eye 007 to get it. My friends called me crazy at the time, but I didn't care. It was at that point that I was hooked on Pokemon and collecting. I remember getting First Edition base set Shadowless booster packs from Barnes & Noble back in the day for like $5. Oh man, those were the days. I went in and out of collecting almost 16 years and met a lot of great collectors along the way. The collection that you hold today is a sentimental achievement. I'll tell you what, I can see that from the cards that you have here and the quality. Yesterday, my son was showing me his card and asked me if he could have mine, and I told him that my time for collecting has passed, but I'll help guide him in his endeavor in collecting the newer sets. Collecting for me was not only about getting super rares or completing sets, but it also taught me a great lesson in patience and trust. Patience is building sets and trust in trading with other collectors from around the world. My favorite Pokemon is Magmar because of the Pokemon episode where Blaine and Ash battle Magmar and Charizard. Such an epic episode. I leave on this note. To all those watching and listening in on Rusty's channel, chase your dreams and never stop doing what you love because life is short. Thank you again, Rusty, for keeping the Pokemon community vibrant and educated in all of that Pokemon has to offer. Cheers, Sean. Whew. So much good stuff there in that note. You know, Sean, I mean, you're definitely right. You know, it does teach you a lot of patience and trust. And I tell you, I can tell from your collection that you put a lot of time and effort into what you're collecting. So there's a lot of things in this video that I'm not even going to be able to show. So like, he has stuff like this, coins. He has games. He's got box flats like this, base First Edition. They're just a little too big for the background. I mean, this is like a sealed Nintendo Switch or something. I didn't even know they did that. Like rated a 90 or something. I've never even played Nintendo Switch, but I brought this into the room and my wife was like, "Oh man, I was going to get one of those for our little girl." I'm like, "What? I had no idea." I mean, he sent all the original games with original Game Boys, a Charizard Game Boy. I mean, we've got empty packs here of probably base First Edition through, it might even be more base First Edition. I mean, it might be the whole thing. And I can't even show all that stuff because there's a lot to show, you know, here in the beginning. And I'll tell you, there's several handfuls of this stuff that he sent to me completely free of charge that was not factored into the price of a lot of the bigger items that you're going to see. So I'm going to start with some of the other items that were not really factored into the price, but they're still really good cards. I mean, like this right here. I'm pretty sure this was not in the price. He did have a lot of Celebes in there, but he had a 10 in reverse holo regular and I believe Japanese. And then here's an 8. You know, it's just kind of like one of his extras that he had. We got some Scream promos. Look at that. So this is Top-Sun. He has a lot of Top-Sun stuff. And for those of you who don't know, it supposedly was released in '95. In general, this is regarded as the very first set that was released through Pokemon. I could be, misconstruing some of these facts because I'm not an expert on Japanese stuff, but there are 3 versions. You've got some that don't have a number, like this Charmeleon, and then you have some that do. And then these 2 are both blue backs. And then there's also a greenback version, and all of those have the number. So it's generally regarded, you've got the no number, and then you have the with the number blue back, and then you have the greenback. And then he also did a lot of this stuff. He's got a lot of no rarity symbol base set cards. And if you look right here, like this has no rarity symbol, that has no rarity symbol. These were pretty tough to find, and it's kind of generally regarded as the very first printing of an original set that's more mainstream. That has actual sets that correspond to the English side. Because in Japan, these were released in, I assume it was '96. I don't know if it's like the Yu-Gi-Oh thing where they have the wrong dates on them, because that was actually released in 2002. But it was way before, on the English side, whereas in 1999. But the no rarity symbols are so tough to find. Like I've only had a handful ever myself, and I've been through so many Japanese cards. So I'm gonna just kind of glaze through some of these. You're not gonna see too many 10s. You got a 9 on the Mew right there. Look at that. First edition Red Cheeks Pikachu mint 9. This time last year it was maybe a 50, 60, maybe $100 card. I sold a lot of them myself, and now it's went up so much. Here's some more Top-Sun cards. I'm not sure. Really, I'm not as familiar with this type of Top-Sun card. Here we've got a Kadabra, no rarity symbol. And these are lower grades, so I assume that they just weren't like a part of a set. Here we've got some base first edition English. I think he was trying to work on some of the trainers in the set. You can see right here, all of these are 10s. And you can see these are a little bit older certs. So, I mean, I imagine he got these when these were a much better deal than they are today. When he approached me, I said, you've got a great collection there. And he wanted to, he talked about consigning. I talked about something else. And I didn't really want to do it. But then he sent me some pictures of what he had. And I was like, wow. This guy has an amazing collection. Got the Misty's Tears, or the Naked Misty. This artwork was altered on the English side because of the display of her kind of without a shirt on here, but there's really no nudity that's being shown. This one was also changed up. You have Sabrina's gaze. Kind of looks like she's giving the finger, so that one was altered. This one was altered on the Japanese and English side. You kind of have like a backwards swastika here. So it was taken as like a Nazi kind of symbol deal. So it was changed to like this little squiggly thing. Here's Magmar, his favorite Pokemon. You got a first edition PSA 10. Also have a Blueback Gem Mint 10. Then you have the Fossil Gem Mint 10. Here we got a Pokemon Center Tokyo Pikachu. And I'm saving this background because I want to put some cool stuff back here. And I'm going to wait till we get to some more unique stuff. Here we have a base set Charizard graded Near Mint 7. And then it's also been authenticated as an authentic signature. Got a Blueback no number Snorlax. So we got Ivysaur, Bulbasaur, Eevee. A lot of really cool original stuff. Some of the first times I imagine these artworks were being mainstreamed into the public. Got Poliwrath, Growlithe, Arcanine, got Mewtwo, there we go. Chansey, all these mint 9s. Got the Blueback Pikachu, no number. Here we go. Look at that. We got the Bulbasaur deck Gem Mint 10 Pikachu. Got Scream, Psyduck, and Eevee. And then we have the Vending Series 3 Mewtwo. This is not the error. This is the regular print without the Japanese writing on it. Here we go. A no rarity symbol Pikachu. I have no idea how much this is worth, but I imagine there are a lot of collectors out there, really gunning for this kind of card because it's so tough to find no rarity symbol, much less in a Gem Mint 10 condition. Then it's Pikachu. It's Pikachu. Here we have a first edition. This is Yellow Cheeks Gem Mint 10 Pikachu. Ooh, there we go. We got the first edition Gem at 10 Red Cheeks. Value has soared on that one as well. And then we have the even more rare, you've got the E3 stamped Red Cheeks Shadowless Pikachu. So you kind of go up in rarity right there. You got the first edition, you got the Red Cheek. Well, those two may be pretty similar in rarity. I'm not too sure on how much of the print run was Red Cheeks, but this one is way more desired. And then you've got the E3, which beats them both out. I don't know if this will actually beat out the Red Cheeks first edition base set Pikachu in price, just because it's not as well known, but it should. Oh, don't fall over on me. There's a Dark Charizard Mint 9, and then there we go, Shining Magikarp Gem Mint 10. Remember when you could get Shining Magikarps? Pretty easy. Here we go, we have one of the first ever graded base first edition packs. This was back before weighing was really a thing. So who knows if this actually is a light pack or if it's unweighed and it has a hollow inside of it. I remember when I graded my very first Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur pack. My Venusaur was the very first pack graded, my Blastoise was the second pack graded, and then my Charizard was the third pack graded. And I don't mean that in 1, 2, 3. I mean there was only one Venusaur in the pop, there was 2 Blastoise in the pop, and then there was 3 Charizard in the pop. And they all started in the high 10 millions, and this is low 20 millions. We do have some more packs to show you guys. Alright, so these are what the Top-Sun packs look like. I believe he has another one, and it's a little different. We'll kind of revisit it once I get down to it, because I'm not too sure on the differences there. We have 2 base set packs. I'm not sure if one is no symbol or not, or what's going on, because they do have 2 different prices here at the bottom. I'm not really sure what that means, just because I'm not that familiar and I'm not that confident in making my statement, but that may be the case that one of them actually has no rarity hollows in there. I'm not completely sure. I think somebody said something about short seals or whatever is what you normally have for the no rarities, so that may just be a variation. Here we have a first edition base set booster pack. I don't know if these are light or heavy. I just kind of went with the collection and made a really good offer based on what I could think of on how much I thought it was worth. And so maybe we'll end up having a hollow in one of these. I'm not sure. I'll take a look at them, but most likely we're going to keep them sealed either way. Here's the other Top-Sun pack. I know you can get blue or green, but I'm not sure how to tell the difference. You can look here on the back there. These do have different back sides. Maybe some of you who are more aware of what's going on, maybe this is an earlier version, just because it has kind of like a stamped number, whereas this one's printed. But again, I have no idea. So for those of you who do know, maybe you can let me in on it. I would think that this one's earlier, just because it says for sale in Japan only. Or is that the way that I think? Yeah, I think the original base set boxes in the Japanese release, or base expansion pack, whatever you want to call it, they say for sale in Japan only, and then the later ones are this way. I could have that backwards. So if I'm butchering it, you guys correct me here in the comments. Got some more packs. There's another base first edition. You've got a Team Rocket pack. You've got Blastoise. You got these fossil packs here, first edition. Jungle first edition. You can tell he was a very specific and focused collector. And you'll pick that up the more we go through the rest of the product. So next up is probably the most common thing that you're going to see probably in the rest of the video. We've got some 20th anniversary PSA 10s, and it's all the hollows. You can see the Charizard right there in PSA 10 condition. So I'm going to show you guys those, and I'm going to just kind of push them off to the side, because in a regular video this would be something really cool, but in this one it's almost like the sideshow. Alright, so now I'm going to show you some of those Celebis I was talking to you about. I believe he really likes Celebi. So we got the reverse hollow in a 10, got the hollow in a 10, I'm going to put that one in the background. Then we've got the first edition crystal in a 10. Then we've got some random ones. These are not all 10s, but I'm sure he was upgrading them as he went. There's the Japanese and an 8. Got first edition and unlimited Gem Mint 10. Gosh, it's hard not to put that in the background. There's a Japanese one and a 9. There's Gold Star Gem Mint 10. Wow, look at that. And then also the Japanese first edition Gem Mint 10. Got a 9 on that Celebi. Indigo Plateau. I'm not too familiar with this card. You've got Pokepark Celebi, the 10th movie. Oh, there's a good one. Got the Play Celebi, beautiful artwork. We've got Junior Rally, black and white, another Play promo. Got the Forever, in Space World. It's really good stuff. And I've already filled up a shoebox and we have a lot to go. I know we're already 15 minutes into this video, but guys, this is an epic collection. So here we've got the Top-Sun holofulls, and I believe these are, I think all the holofulls are usually considered like a blue back or so, but really it's kind of like it's not really the same kind of blue-green deal, but it's from the same set. So we're going to start off with the Charizard. It has a 9 there. Got 9 on Blastoise and Venusaur, and then here are the rest of the holos as well. I believe this is a complete 9 set. And look at that. Top-Sun. If you've ever tried grading these cards, they are so tough to get in a high grade. I typically get a few 9s and 8s peppered in with a bunch of 5s through 7s, and that's because the cards themselves are so delicate. They're very, very thin. Any little slight movement will cause an indentation. Alright, so here we go. Now we have the base set, the Japanese base set, and these cards have really gotten expensive over the last few months. You've got Alakazam, got Blastoise. These do have the rarity symbol, so you can see that right there. Got Chansey. There's the Charizard, Gem at 10. That one is definitely expensive enough. We're going to set him in the background. Got Clefairy, Gyarados, Hitmonchan. And then you know the rest of the set. You got Machamp, Magneton, Mewtwo, Nidoking, Ninetales, Poliwrath, Raichu, another big one, Venusaur, and Zapdos. What a set. Alright, we are not done yet. I promise you it's going to keep on getting better. So now, the even more hard to find set. The no rarity symbol. Now these are really, really tough to get in a 10. So this Alakazam, I believe, might be the only 10 that he has. However, just to have them in general is tough. Like, I can't imagine, I don't even know how much the 10s are worth now, but I can make a good estimation on, what someone might pay. It's a lot of risk with this kind of stuff because sometimes it's really niche, or niche, whatever you want to call it. Got the Blastoise with a 6, Chansey with a 6. Now there's a good grade. The last Charizard that I had was also an 8, and I think the price has significantly risen since I last sold it. We have Gyarados. Be following Celebi. Got the Hitmonchan. In fact, we're probably going to put that Alakazam here in the background. Oh no. There we go. Here I am just pushing this stuff around like nothing's going to happen. Put the Top-Sun off to the side. I'm kind of surprised it stopped like that. Put the Alakazam right there. Oh, there's a Machamp with a 7, Magneton with an 8, Mewtwo with a 4, Nidoking with a 6, Ninetales, 9. There we go, got some mint grades there. And this one's actually really tough to get graded at all because Venusaur is almost always rejected now because it has the wrong number in the bottom right hand corner. Number 68. It's supposed to be number 3, but for some reason it's number 68. I think I remember looked at it before. I looked at it before and it was something pretty simple why it's 68 than a 3 rather than a 3. And then there's Zapdos with an 8. So another remarkable set that's just so hard to obtain. Alright, let me grab the next one. Okay, so now we're looking at Blueback Top-Sun. So we have Alakazam and a 9. I believe what he did was he took all the cards that have a holofull version and he used the non-holofull version as well to make this set. So we've got a gem at 10 on the Blastoise, 9 on the Chansey. There we go, big one. 9 on the Blueback Charizard. 9. Oh, there we go. We've got a 10 on the Gyarados. 9 on the Hitmonchan. There's the Champ. 10 on the Magneton. 10 on the Mewtwo. Really good. 9 Nidoking. 9 Ninetales. 9. Oh, there we go. We got a 10 on that Venusaur. And then 10 on the Zapdos. Another great set. Now we're going to get into some of the English stuff. And he does have more Japanese product coming, but we're going to do the English stuff. And I think at the very end, I'm actually going to try and open up a few things for you guys. Alright, so this is first edition Jungle. And these are all mint 9. So if you recall, he had the packs. He had the pack artworks. And he also has these right here. So he has the sets to go along with it. There's a Jigglypuff. I must have just stuck that right there. We got the Vaporeon, Venomoth, Victreebel, Wigglytuff, and Vileplume. So that should kind of tell you where we're going with the next few sets, and we'll show you guys. Alright, so now we're up to Fossil. Got Lapras, Magneton, Aerodactyl, Articuno. There's a 10 on that Ditto, 10 on the Dragonite, big hitter right there. 9, 9. Went for the Mint Plus sets. Got Hitmonlee, Hypno, Kabutops, Muck, Raichu, got the Air Zapdos, and then the 9 on the Moltres. Collector's dream, right? Okay, next up, Team Rocket. Got a 10 on the Dark Duck Trio. 9, 9, got 9 on all these. 9 on the Dark Magneton. You guys know that I just got the 10 myself from my personal collection. 10 on those two. 9, 9, 9. Look at all that. There's a 10 on the Dark Dragonite, the Alakazam, Blastoise, and Arbok. And that Charizard that I had shown in the wrong stack earlier, that one would round out that set. So you guys, you know what's next. Let me slide these last few stacks over. It's the big one. You got base set, and then we have a Mint 9 set. Look at that. Blastoise, even the Chansey's so hard to grade. And there it is, the Charizard. Beautiful looking card. Clefairy, Gyarados, Hitmonchan, Machamp, Magneton. We got to put that Charizard in the background, don't we? We'll put that one right there. There we go. Got Mewtwo, Nidoking, Ninetales, Poliwrath, Raichu, Venusaur, and Zapdos. The full PSA 9 set. So we did it for Base, Jungle, Fossil, and Team Rocket. And then you guys saw where he did the CP6 set. He did the Unlimited. He did the No Rarity. He did Top-Sun. And now we have some random cards. I'm going to show you guys. So we've got a Blueback Charmander. This is no number. A Mint 9. Got another Mint 9. Check it out. The Gem Mint 10. Blueback, no number Charmander. There's another 9. This one has a number. Gem Mint 10. Now we move into the Charmeleons. Look at that. No number, Gem Mint 10, Blueback. A second one. Then we have, with the number, a Mint 9. Check this out. Blueback Charizard, and it's authentic. And here we go. We've got a Blueback Mint 9, no number Charizard. These things are getting so hard to find. This is a greenback, authentic. Then we have another Mint 9 Blueback, no number Charizard. A Gem Mint 10 with the number Blueback Charizard. We've got a Top-Sun Venusaur Gem Mint 10. We have a Blastoise Top-Sun Gem Mint 10. And then we also have the Zard. It's like, wow. Super high-end stuff here. Crazy to think. Collections like this are just still tucked away. People are, sitting on them. They've enjoyed it so much over the years. And here we go. We have a City Championships. It's 8.5 in condition, and then the autograph is 10. So it's been certified both ways, and it's graded an 8.5. Super cool. So yes, he did have authentic autograph cards. So I'm not even sure how to say that dude's last name. I've never seen one of these before myself. Next up we have Trico. This is with the gold Pokeball. The autograph is a 10, Ken Sugimori, and it's been graded Mint 9 by JSA. Beautiful looking card. Here's one that a lot of you would like to see. You got a Mitsuhira, you got an Arita Pikachu, and it's not graded for the condition. It's just graded, or the actual signature itself is just authentic. So I think that's really cool. It's not the same as PSA, if you guys are wondering. Next up we have, this is a PSA one that has that, along the top with the red bar. It's been graded authentic. And you can see right here that it has his signature right across it. Now this one, you guys know that I'm a sucker for Gem Mint 10 Charizards, especially ones that are also autographed if I don't have them in my personal collection. I'll have to check. I may have this one already with a Gem 10 condition and Gem 10 auto. If I do, then I may offered to sell this one out, and I think he went with not grading the autograph because you can see right here the marker he was using kind of wasn't. It was just kind of a little bit runny, but it has been certified by PSA. What's cool is he also had the same thing graded for the Charmeleon and the Charmander. So you've got the Charmeleon, Charmander, and Charizard, all graded Gem Mint 10 and all graded by Arita. So I thought that was really cool. It may have just been so that everything was uniform. Next up, we have this signed by Satoshi Tajiri, and it's a Gem Mint 10. And I think that's just for the autograph. It's not for the card itself. And you know, I rarely ever see signatures by this guy, so I'm wondering how rare something like that really is. And then for the last 3 cards I'm going to show you guys before we get to opening up a few products, we've got this. You've got a Charmander, first edition, PSA 10, first edition, right? You got Charmeleon, also first edition, PSA 10, and then the big one. That's right, the Charizard, Gem Mint 10, first edition. You know, there's 120 of these floating around out there, but almost all of them are tucked away in someone's collection. To find another one of these and to be able to obtain it, it's really cool. It's a really cool kind of deal. I love seeing these kind of collections. They're almost once, I'm not going to say in a lifetime, but about every decade. You don't find collections like this too very often. And this one, I believe, is in much better condition than the other one that I had. Maybe not condition, well, the centering is better. If you look on the back, it's not so much off to one side. On the front, it's a little different. You can kind of see it shifted lightly to the top, or lightly up and lightly to the left, but overall it's not bad. And what I like about it is it's actually a thin stamp. I have a thick stamp in my collection, and so now with this thin stamp I have both versions of the Gem Mint 10 first edition Charizard. And that's assuming that I don't need to sell it to pay for the collection, but at the moment I am going to try to not sell that one. We'll just see. And just to give you guys an idea, he threw in a lot of raw condition cards as well. I'm going to just kind of give you a little idea of all of this. Mostly Japanese stuff, but a lot of it's really cool. I mean, there's a No Number, Blueback, Snorlax. There's some more Top-Sun stuff here. And, you know, it's like that throughout the whole stack. Like, that's a fossil pack. I don't even know what's inside of it. It looked like it was open, though. Let me see if I can get it out. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, no symbol Mewtwo. We'll look at this, but then there is something I am going to open up, so you gotta stick around for that if you want to see it. Ah, so it was a rare Ditto, so it looks like he just opened up the booster pack and he sleeved everything. He didn't get the holo that he wanted, so he just kept it the way it was. And you know, it's kind of cool doing that kind of thing. You can always come back and check it a little bit later. So the things I'm going to open up whatever this is, and this this starter for base set. Never opened one of these, so I just want to do it on camera. We'll start with these. These are not really in the price. I'm not sure what they are, but I'm hoping I'm not killing the value of this kind of stuff. So let me look. So we got red and green. So we'll do one of each, and then if it looks cool, maybe we'll open up some more. So let's see what this red thing is. So I'm gonna pull this off. Oh, okay. So I've seen these cards before, man. These are fairly delicate. Wow. So we got us an Abra or a Casey, a Zubat, and then a Clefable or Pixie. That was really cool. I kind of want to just stick that right back there for now. Well, I don't want it to be confused with the other ones. Let's do one of these red ones. See what we got going on here. Oh, okay, so we got an Abra, Zubat, and a Clefable again. So it was the same thing. That was kind of weird. Maybe, or, oh, I guess it was just the same one way or the other. What if, I guess it tells you maybe? Man, I wish I knew more about this stuff. Let me put it back over here. I don't want to open them all up if they're going to be the same. Were those are blue? Were those both red? Oh, those were both red. So, well, let me just open up one of the blue ones, see if this is different. So we got multiple stickers on that one. We got a Lickitung and a Tangela. I think you can get Charizard for these. I wonder if they, I've seen them graded by PSA before, but I wonder how tough it is. I guess you can't technically call any of these sealed. They've probably been looked at, so we'll just go through and check them out. Oh, check it out. We got Pikachu and Raichu. We got Marowak and Tauros, so that's really cool. That little, it's just that little piece of paper right here just pulls off, and I guess you could put it back really if you wanted to. You got Nidoran, Sandslash, and then we have Ivysaur. Cool, we got one of the starters. I guess we'll do the same thing with whatever these are. If I can get it off. I don't want to damage anything. We're getting there. Okay. Maybe I'll just rip it. If I can do it carefully. I know it's wax paper. Okay, we'll just ease it out a little bit by a little bit. I don't want to damage anything. Okay, so what do we have here? What happened? Oh, maybe it's inside. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so we've got an electrode there. Let's see what happens here. Let's see which one pops up. What do you think we're going to have? I can't read Japanese, can you guys? Oh, we got a Kakuna. So that's kind of cool. So we'll, maybe I'll save these two because I kind of like the idea of keeping those sealed. It would definitely be hard to put that thing back on. Very nice. And then now we'll open up this. I know that some of these, actually, I don't know much about these decks at all. So I'm going to just open one up, see what's inside of it, see what's going on. I think you can get hollows in these. Never opened one. So there it goes. 1365 yen, I guess. Alright. So there's a coin. Oh, cool. There's Mewtwo. And then we've got a little deck that goes with it. Kind of heavy. So let's see what's in a Mewtwo deck. Got Mewtwo, Dugtrio, Gust of Wind. Oh, check it out. We got us a Bulbasaur. And these cards are fresh. Ponyta. They went coughing. Oh, we got a Squirtle too. You get Bulbasaur and Squirtle out of a deck. And it looks like we got a bunch of energies. That's pretty cool. So let's look at this Mewtwo. Check it out. But man, thank you so much, Sean, for your collection. I appreciate you trusting me with it. And I'll be getting you payments as soon as possible. And for those of you who are on Patreon and you saw this first before anyone else, feel free to send me some offers on stuff if you'd like. But make them good ones. This is a good collection. Thanks, y'all.